Hey guys, welcome. Welcome everybody. Hey Fred, then what's going on, boo? Go tag everybody in, let them know I'm here. Welcome, Nicole. Welcome everybody. Anyways, I'm just gonna get right into it because this really bothers me. And this is going out to all the parents. Back home in Jamaica, they have a saying that says, cockroach don't business in a full fight, right? Now, there's times we're all adults and we're all gonna have one and two words to exchange with each other, and that's fine. It's a part of life. There's nothing there that says we all have to get along. No, we don't all have to get along. You rub me wrong way, I'm gonna rub your ass out. Now, the thing that I have a problem with is when adults are gonna get kids involved in grown people business. That's where I have a problem, right? If you and the next big person have some beef, beef it up between the two of you alls. Leave the picnic them out of it. Picnic no business in an adult business. A child needs to hold a child's space. What kind of example of a parent are you to have your kids help you fight a battle that you can't win? And then when you get picnic involved and grown people throw shades at the kids, then everybody and them will have something to say. Oh, you disrespect this person picnic, you disrespect that person picnic, and this, that. Where, how comes y'all don't have nothing to say that how the other people get their picnic involved? Get your ass up, be a parent, parent your child or your children. Teach them how to wash them little self properly, how to groom themselves. Teach them how to put on a little pot on the stove just in case if you can't do it. Teach them something that's going to make them become an upstanding citizen in society rather than run up in a big people argument. No, I'm going to give you guys a little example. A couple months back, me and a really good friend of mine, well, used to be a really good friend of mine, had a little altercation. She said she wanted to go out for her birthday. I said, all right, no problem. I'll take you out for your birthday. We went out. We had a couple drinks. We went to a little club and thing. Shit went down. The bitch can't handle her liquor. She got pissed stone drunk, falling all over the place, mashing up her face and everything. Now, me being a good friend, I took her home. I made sure she went home. Now, she decided that she wanted to leave the safety of her home and go all over the place. Now, her child was at my house staying over, right? Bitch came knocking on my door at about 3 o'clock in the morning. Stiff stone drunk. Pissing and all kind of thing all over her damn self. Asked me for her child. I said, you know what? This is my godchild. And me being a concerned parent and an adult, I refuse to let the child leave the safety of my home and go out there with a drunken parent. So I told her that I'm not letting the child come. She started, going off in big brawl, waking up my picnic them, waking up the whole neighborhood, all of that. Now, because I put her in her place that night, and I told her, I said, girl, let me tell you something. If you can't, if you can't handle your alcohol, put it down. Don't take up what you know you can't manage. And because of that, I guess, I don't know if it's embarrassed. She's embarrassed because at this point, she even tried to attack her child. This was how messed up she was in her head from the alcohol. She tried to attack her child. Now, some nosy neighbors called the cops. The cops came to my house. I explained to them what happened. The cops told me, you know what? Is it okay for the child to remain in the presence of your home that night? I said, yes, sure, it's not a problem. The child's here every other weekend, anyways. Now, with that, by this time, the cops went to her house to go make sure that she's inside. She was nowhere to be found. They spent the whole night searching for this broad. Long story short, after everything went down, I took home the child the next morning when I thought the mother would have been sober enough or whatever. Girl didn't remember anything of what happened. So her daughter explained to her, keeping in mind the child is 12 years old. The daughter explained to her what happened, and some of the neighbors recorded it and played it back to her. Now, this broad, I guess she's embarrassed or whatever the case is. A couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, I was outside and I saw the little girl. I kept texting the little girl and all that to make sure she's all right. No response. A couple weeks ago, before I went away, I saw the little girl outside. And I'm talking to this child, and the child's not responding to me. So I noticed that after her mother walked away, she said to me, Auntie Chin, I'm not allowed to speak to you. My mommy says I'm not allowed to speak to you. That's fine. I'm all right. If the mother don't want to talk to me, that's fine. Bitch, I don't owe you no explanation. I don't owe you nothing. You don't have to talk to me. You're not putting on my pot. But the problem that I had was her telling my godchild, a 12-year-old girl, not to speak to me because I literally saved her at the hands of her drunken mother. Now, me being the person that I am, anywhere I see the picnic, me talk to the picnic same way. Whether the mother like it, yes or no, me no business. Now, with that said, I came across a video online where Amari had her kids dissing up Gully Bop, Fret Dem, Queen Olive, everybody you could, everybody. And she's there recording this. The kids them even come up and say, oh, we're, addressing this fact that we're not with our mother anymore, or blah, 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 we're home with our mother. That's your problem. That's fine. But we all can see in the damn video that y'all ain't home. The bitch is on a visit. She on a visit with you guys. And the time she take to have you guys record that message to everybody else and dipping their mouth in adult people business, she would have used that hour or hour and a half, however long she got with those kids, and catch up. Talk to them. Make her know she love them if she really do love them. Take them out. Play some board games. Get to know your kids. So you're telling me your picnic them is in CPS custody and they granted you, actually they did you a favor by offering you a visit, and the time you take to come make video trying to prove to the world that they're with you or wherever the hell they want to be. You could have used that time to get to know these kids. Catch up on what you missed out within the time that they haven't been with you. But no, you're using your kids them to promote your idiotic gibberish of the shit that you call music. Because to me, that's no music. She was the one that recorded the video because there's two videos out there circulating. And in one of the videos, you could clearly hear her talking to the little girls. So she did record those videos. because her voice is on it. So whether or not she was the one that recorded the video or not, it doesn't matter. My point is, if you have your beef with Fret them, pick it up with Fret them. You start by making music. If you have your beef with Queen Olive, pick it up with her. Don't get the kids them involved. Kids are not supposed to be involved in grown people's business. Because with all this back and forth shit that's going on social media with you and everybody's mother and grandmother and whoever else, I have never once seen any of these other people had their kids disrespecting you. And when people lash out at you, you run and cry wolf. And your dirty goodies them that I don't even know what's good they serve. The whole of them is there egging you on. It's probably 2 of them or 3 of them. I see that comment under the video that says kids don't belong in this fight. The rest of them egging you on. Is it just me or is there a lot wrong with that? Like, the mentality of some of us adults is beyond me. And I don't business who want to come on here and talk about me this and me that. I don't care. I don't give 2 flying fucks. Straight goods. When me see something, me attack it out. Me not pay rent for my mouth. Right? Me not pay rent for my mouth. And me talk until me feel like to stop talk. And me not gonna stop rinse it out. Again, kids do not belong in adult fight. And then there's this other video again that some guy on some other station recorded some voice notes of her, and the bunch of shit that she's talking. And this guy is gonna come talk about, oh, if we don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing and give her, like he's asking for sympathy for this bitch. What sympathy? Yes, yes, Cherry, we're still talking about her. So if you don't want to talk about her, we all understand, right? But what sympathy? You people don't see her when she go out there and create all these problems for herself. None of this didn't start on its own. She's the one that went out there and create these problems for herself, eh? Fret them. What you gonna come with? A still news. Everybody and them woman know. Say it's for him picnic, but we not gonna talk people business just yet. We not gonna talk people business just yet. Make it stay. For when the time right, we'll lick them with the proof and dash it out upon them. Like, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place for everything. She wants to put her feelings into her music. Go right ahead. I'm not going to listen to it because it's pure shit. Pure shit. And the time, the energy she put into some of these things that she's doing, I keep telling you, this girl need ESL, because for how long she there fine and she still. Now, hurted. Is it just me or is that a word? Hurted? I thought whether it's present or past, I thought it was hurt. But this big damn goat keep talking about hurted or hurted. Oh, me never know. Me can't even. I keep asking for it, but nobody seemed to have one. Nobody seemed to have a straight jacket for this broad. Like it really, really. You see, I don't come on here to bring to bring her down worse than she already has brought herself down. If you notice, most of the times when I do my lives is when I see her putting. That's most of the times when I come on in here and do my lives, eh? Because I am a mother. And what I don't want my picnic them, me no want if nobody else picnic. Because these kids are innocent. And kids often do the things that they see or that they learn. So with the life she's living, the life she's living is the same life these little girls, God forbid that knock on board, wood, concrete, whatever, God forbid they don't follow in her footsteps. But this is what she's teaching them. And it hurts as much as I'm not related to them. And, it hurts to see innocent kids are being treated like this. The situation that she's in, and based on what she's been talking about, where her life came and that, she should have tried her endeavor best to pave a better future or a better path for a bright future for these little girls. She have pity. These girls are not getting the care that they deserve. Let me go through some of these comments here. I look like I related to Amari. Look like you don't have nothing better to ask me. Anyways, guys, that was just my little piece on what I have to say today. It really, really bothers me. And this song that thank you very much for your opinion. But here, this Modern Hype TV, when your opinion is needed, I will ask for it. But thank you for your opinion, dear. Everybody's entitled to their own hypothesis. And unfortunately, that's your hypothesis, okay? So thank you very much. Anyways, this song that she made, this Dirty Life song, does she realize that this entire song is based on her life? Does she realize that? That song is literally talking exactly about her life. Me not understand that. The things that this woman is worrying about. And then the video, the interview that she gave to the guy on, I can't remember the blogger's channel, talking about, oh, she came online and she asked for help and nobody gave her help, and she even tried to work for it by giving out readings. Bitch, working for money means you get your stink ass out of your bed, grab a shower, brush your teeth, and head out the door like the rest of us morning time. Work 9 to 5, come back home to your ass, wash your stink self, cook some food, clean up your house, and go back to bed and start that shit all over the next day. That's working for your sitting on live with a phone or on to your ears or in front of your face, telling people all kind of cock and bull story about them life that you know for sure is a crack of shit. That's not working for nothing. That's not working for shit. Because if your life is supposed to depend on your fake ass readings, girl, at the end of the day, you won't have 2 pennies to stop a stale bread cat. You would have dead for hungry. You would have gone black again because you would not have money to buy bleaching cream. So when you talk about work for your money, try getting a 9 to 5 where you're on the books, bitch. Talk about that. When end of year come, you can go and file your taxes and get back a return where you know you actually work for. Yo, this, I don't know. I really don't know. You're gonna come talk, but oh, you try to work for it. Work for what? Work for what? Since you've been in America, since you've been 19 years old, apart from prostitution, what other job have you done? You say you was a disc jockey. Pan W, whatever, W, whoever, TV. How long were you there for? Or after you left that job you supposedly had? Where else have you worked? Where else? Donald Trump need to take back his social security. You not make no use of it. No use of it you're not making. And the rest of we working to put food in your mouth. And then you have the heart to come and diss up people. You have the heart to come and chat about fret them and Miss Olive and look, Miss Olive at the age where she can retire. I'm sure she did her dues. She earned her retirement money. And when you're going to come make song off of fret them and chat about fret them this and fret them that, you know how much nights you go to your bed and them corner store sandwich that you're buying, you know how much I fret them money pay for that? You know how much of my money pay for your studio time? You know how much? Girl, remember, if me and fret them and the rest of us don't go to work, your ass don't eat. So instead of dissing up people, you should be kissing the ground we walk on, because it's because of we, me including, why your ass don't die from starvation. Because if we don't work, you don't eat. So for God's sake, lady, continue making your foo-foo music, your jing-bang thing where you want to make, where you think you sound good. Continue doing that. Entertain your damn self. But leave the babies out of grown people's business. Leave these babies out of grown people's business. They don't belong there. They do not belong there. The time you take to have them record that video, you should have been worried or taking that time to figure out what school you're going to put them in come the next school term. That's what you should have been doing, right? That you're going to help them to achieve a GED. Something like that. But you have them like a damn puppet on a string. I try to fight some worthless battle like you can't win yourself. You don't worry what part of Jamaica me come from. What part of Jamaica me come from not relevant to you right now. You understand? Let me tell you something. You guys keep coming on here and talk about Jamaican. How are Jamaicans supposed to sound? You guys really make it look like Jamaican people don't know how to speak English. You guys always come on here and make it look like there's no like Jamaican people are uneducated. Are you kidding me? Really? I wanna sound like a fool. Because what? Because I don't come up on here and cuss up the long line of dirty bad with them? I mean, not like what? Because me not depend here a chat like hot bad to stop a me throat? Or like when them sandog? So because I don't speak like that, I'm no Jamaican? Really? What are Jamaicans supposed to speak like? Is it because I don't carry your dialect? Are you kidding me? I left Jamaica when I was a child. And I'm almost 40. I made use of my time that I've been in America. I've made use of my time. I'm not gonna country for how many, over 20 odd years, and still sound like me just come off the friggin' boat. Amari's been here from since she's 19. And she 50 now? And she still a mixed patois with English. That you know what me sound like? No. I went to school here. I've made use of my papers in America. Unlike her, I can walk into anywhere with my level of education and get any job that I go after. In order for her to do that, she needs probably 6 or 7 years worth of ESL. So, for whomever is gonna come on here and talk about, oh, you're no Jamaican, you're no Jamaican. Not because I don't sound like Amari, that don't mean I'm not Jamaican. So dismiss me with that bullshit. You see what I mean? Them click the little bell. So as soon as I go live, them run come. But me not go black you know. Me like when you come over here, you know. Me like when you come over here. Because just like how you claim me not have nothing to do, you worse to have nothing to do. You worse to have nothing to do. Because you don't like me, but you still watch me. You don't like me, but you still watch me. You think me a go black you know? You going tired to see me face pan this year. That me I tell you now. You a go tired to see me face and hear my voice. I go and make it to the point that when you asleep, you hear my voice are ringing on your ears. You I go just get up and check on the phone to see whether or not I'm here, yes or no. Modern hype, me come from Spanish Town, off Harbor Road, a little place called Homestead. That's where I come from. You satisfied now? Me not explain nothing to them, fret them, but me not like, seriously. Anyways, whatever. Back to my conversation. I don't have time for that. Back to my conversation. Ono stop. Make the picnic them. Ono stop. The person that says that they're from Toronto, I want to know a good hotel in Toronto because I was invited down there for carnival. That one to call it the Caribbean Carnival thing. I was invited there for it, and I'm thinking of coming. So I want to of some good hotels like right in the heart of it. So if you could send me a message on YouTube or on my Facebook page and let me know, and I'll definitely check into it because I'm really thinking about it. Anyways, back to my story. Wanna stop allow the picnic them if you come up in a big people argument in a right, wanna stop it. It needs to stop. I mean, now I gonna say it again. It needs to stop. Be careful what you teach your kids. Be careful the conversation you hold with your children. Be careful of the things that you make them see you do. Be careful of the kind of people they make you make them see you associate yourself with. And do not bring picnic in an adult fight. You're too tan bad, fret them. Yes, you're too bad. You need to be of yourself. But it's true because I mean, what if she bring these kids into this argument now and somebody see them a road and do them something? Now everybody is gonna say, oh, them wicked because them harm the kids them. But they don't see that the mama is the one that's pushing these kids in harm's way. And you see, that's the effed up thing about life. Quack who can't catch you, it catch you shut. What drop off a head, drop on shoulder. So you see all of the misery where you go on in a cause, are you picking them going to feel it? You hear me? I tell you, girl. Are you picking them going to feel it? Because God forbid something happened to one of your child out the street and somebody see them and can help them, but they remember the wickedness that you do. They're going to say, you know what? Me not help that picnic because that picnic them mama wicked. So be careful of the shit that you get your kids involved in. Get some activities or something. Sign them up for some. You're sitting on government assistant. Use that as your leverage because I'm sure for people who are collecting food stamp and welfare and whatever else government money that you're collecting, I'm sure they have programs that are set up that you don't have to pay for, that you could get your kids involved in something constructive. Or if you don't know about it, the time you take to drop shades and all that on the internet, you use your time and research some of that. Stop it. It don't look good. Anyways, me gone.